Welcome to VGuide TV. In this video, I'll discuss questions from number system. This is number system part 1 video. See the question. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Which of the following statement is incorrect? There can be a real number which is both rational and irrational. The sum of two irrational numbers is not always irrational. For any positive integer x and y, if x is lesser than y, x square is lesser than y square. Every integer is a rational number. So, before going for the question, you should know what is called a rational number. Rational numbers can be expressed in the form of p by q. Rational numbers are the numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where q should not be equal to 0. But irrational number means we cannot express it in the form of a fraction. We cannot express in the form of a fraction. Okay. They asked in the question which is incorrect. Okay. The first statement, if you see, there can be a real number which is both rational and irrational. That is a wrong statement, because a number cannot be rational and irrational at the same time, right? So that is a wrong statement only. But you just go through the other statements also. The sum of any two rational number is not always irrational. It can be a rational number also. For any positive integer x and y, if x is lesser than y, definitely x square is lesser than y square. And every integer is a rational number. B, C, D statements, all the statements are correct. So you remember what is a rational number. We need to write in terms of P by Q. We need to write in terms of P by Q. Now, next question you see, I need to simplify this question. 9 raised to 3 by 2 minus 3 into 5 power 0 minus 1 by 81 raised to minus 1 by 2 divided by 64 by 125 raised to minus 2 by 3 plus 1 by 256 by 625 raised to 1 by 4 plus root 25 cube root of 64. Okay, so you see this question. It's a very good question. So what I am doing is, I am just solving and writing it here. 9 power 3 by 2. What is the meaning of 9 power 3 by 2? 9 to the power of 3 by 2 means any number raised to 1 by 2 means it is nothing but root. So it is 9 root. 9 root is 3. So it is 3 cubed. So this number I can write as 3 cubed. Clear? Minus 3 into 5 power 0. Any number raised to 0, it is 1. So 5 power 0 is 1. So 3 into 1, 3. This minus. Next. 1 by 81 raised to minus 1 by 2. Remember, 1 by 81 raised to minus 1 by 2. I can write 81 raised to 1 by 2. No problem, no? I have taken reciprocal, so this negative power become positive power. So what is the meaning of 81 raised to 1 by 2? Root 81. Root 81 is 9. So we can write 9 divided by 64 by 125 raised to 64 by 125 raised to minus 2 by 3. This also you can reverse it, negative power. So I can write this as 125 by 64 raised to 2 by 3. Okay. If you do it like this, first you can take the cube root. What is the cube root of 125? Cube root of 125 is 5. Cube root of 64 is 4. The whole square. So what I did, you check it. 64 by 125 raised to minus 2 by 3. I can write 125 by 64 raised to 2 by 3. Okay. After that, 125 by 2 by 3 we can write in another form also. How can you write? I have taken the cube root of 125 by 64. 125 cube root is 5. 64 cube root is 4 square. So that is this number 64 by 125 raised to minus 2 by 3. I simplified as 5 by 4 square. Okay. Plus. Next is 256 by 625. So what I did is, this is one part over. Another one, what they are given is 256 by 625 raised to 1 by 4 means 1 by 4 you can write it as 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So this I can write it as 16 by 25 raised to 1 by 2. Again if you take the square root, it becomes 4 by 5. It becomes 4 by 5. It becomes 4 by 5. But this is 1 by 256 by 625 raised to 1 by 4. So 1 by means it will come as 5 by 4. So this number changes to 1 by 1, or I have written as 1 by 4 by 5 plus the last number, square root of 25 by cube root of 64. Square root of 25 is 5. Cube root of 64 is 4. So I simplified this. I'll repeat what we are doing. 9 to the power of 3 by 2. First you take the square root. 9 square root is 3. 3 cubed, that is this number. Second number 3 into 1, 3. Next number 1 by 81 raised to minus 1 by 2. That minus power I changed by taking the reciprocal. So it is 9 square root. 81 square root. 81 square root is 9. Divided by 64 by 125 means what I am doing, this is a negative power. So what I did is I changed, I had taken the reciprocal. So it is 125 by 64 raised to 2 by 3. This first I take the cube root. Cube root of 125 is 5. 64 is 4. So it will come as 5 by 4 the whole square. This term I simplified as 5 by 4 the whole square. Next is this, the second term, 1 by 256 by 625 raised to 1 by 4. That only I told. Raised to 1 by 4 means I can write it as raised to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So 256 raised to 1 by 2 means 16, because 16 square only 256. 625 raised to 1 by 2 is 25. Again one more raised to 1 by 2. That means again you should take the root, that is 4 by 5. 1 by 4 by 5. Root 25 is 5. Cube root of 64 is 4. Now it's simple. 3 cube 27 minus 3 minus 9 by 5 by 4 the whole square plus 5 by 4 plus 5 by 4. If you see this one, 27 minus 12 divided by 5 by 4 the whole square plus 5 plus 5, 10 by 4. That is 15 by 25 by 16 plus 10 by 4. That is 15 by, if you take the LCM of this one, 16. 25 plus LCM is 16 I told, right? So it is 4 into 10, 40. What I did? This term LCM, 16. 16 divided by 16 is 1. 1 into 25, 25. Plus 16 divided by 4, 4. 4 into 10, 40. This term take to, this term you simplify. That is 15 by 65 by 16. This term take it to up. 15 into 16 by 65. Cancel it. If you cancel the term with a 5, the numerator become 3 and here denominator is 15. 15 into 5, 6. Next term what we are doing is 3 into 16. 3 into 16 is 48 divided by 15. So see here what we are doing. We are cancelling. 15 by 5 is 3. 65 by 5, 13. So it is 48 by 13. So your answer is 48 by 13. 48 by 13. From here you check it again. 65 we got it. 65 by 16, taken it up. Then after that we are dividing both numerator and denominator with 5. 15 by 5, 3. 65 by 5, 13. So it will be 3 into 16, 48 by 13. This is 13. Okay. So your answer is 48 by 13. 48 by 13. See the next question. Next question is x equals root over a plus 2b plus root over a minus 2b by root over a plus 2b minus root over a minus 2b. Then bx square plus b is. Okay. So it is little lengthy question. Okay. We need to rationalize and all. So you see how to simplify this. We need to rationalize. So it means I'm just see the denominator is root over a plus 2b minus root over a minus 2b. So I'm rationalizing by a root over a plus 2b plus, this was minus, so it was plus root over a minus 2b. We are multiplying and dividing. So we are just multiplying and dividing with the same number with a plus sign. That is called rationalization. After that you check it, the terms of the numerator are same. So I can write root over a plus 2b plus root over a minus 2b the whole square. If you see the denominator, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. So that's what root over a plus 2b the whole square minus root over a minus 2b the whole square. Now we need to expand the numerator term. So this is in the form of a plus b the whole square. What is a plus b the whole square? A plus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square, the first term square. So it is a square plus 2. This term square, so square root will go. So a square plus 2b. This term square, so square root will go a minus 2b plus 2 into root over a plus 2b into root over a minus 2b. This is the simple thing, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Remember, if you square a square root term, square root will go, that's all. Root over a plus 2b the whole square is a, it will be, it can be written as a, this is not a square. So it will be a plus 2b. This will be a minus 2b plus 2 into root over a plus 2b into root over a minus 2b. Divided by denominator, if you check it, a square minus b square. So it is this square, a plus 2b minus a minus 2b, because this is in the form. Here also this square root square. So square root and square get cancelled. So we can write a plus 2b. Here also the square root and square get cancelled. We can write a minus 2b. A plus a, 2a. 2b minus 2b cancel. Here also denominator a minus a cancel. So the remaining term is 2a plus 2 into, this is again in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. A square minus b square is 4b square by 2b plus 2b, 4b. If you take 2 common and cancel, it is a plus root over a square minus 4b square by 2b. This is your first equation. Right? Now, what I am doing is, what I got it just now, that is x is equal to, I got a term x equals a plus root over a square minus 4b square by 2b. But in the question you check it, I need b square plus b. bx square plus b. I got only x, so I need to square the term. So what I am doing is, I am squaring the term. I am squaring the x. So this term I am squaring. What is the term there? The term there is, I am repeating, the term there is x equals a plus root over a square minus 4b square by 2b. This is your x. I need to square the term. If you square the term means a square, a plus b the whole square. What is a plus b the whole square? A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So this is a. So a square is a square. b square means this term. When you take the square of this term, the square root will go. So a square minus 4b square plus 2ab, 2a into b root over a square minus 4b square by denominator also square, 2b the whole square, 4b square. A square plus a square, 2a square minus 4b square plus 2a root over a square minus 4b square by 4b square. Now, again if you divide the term with 2, it will be a square minus 2b square plus a root over a square minus 4b square by 2b square. Okay, this is your equation number 2. Now you see the question. In my question, I need bx square plus b. So, bx square plus b. So, what we are doing is, we have x square here, right? We have x square here. I am taking 1b from the denominator to top. So, what will happen here? Bx square will come. So, in denominator only 1b will be there, right? So, it will be bx square. What we are doing? We got x square. The question is bx square plus b we need. So, I am multiplying, or you take it as like a multiplying and adding. So, I am bx square plus b. Bx square plus b means this is x square. B means 1b, b get cancelled, plus 1 more b. Understood? In this equation, I need to make it as bx square plus b in the left side. It means right side also we have to multiply with a b, because this full term is x square. So multiply with a b. This b and 1b square, 2b square was there, 1b, b cancelled. So denominator is only 2b plus b. Take LCM, 2b, a square minus 2b square plus a into root over a square minus 4b square plus 2b square, because LCM. If you see this term, 2b square minus 2b square cancel. So it is a square plus a into root over a square minus 4b square by 2b. If you take a common, a into a plus root over a square minus 4b square by 2b. If you check this term, already we found who is x. This is our x, right? So if you check this one, a, if you check it, the term inside the bracket is your x. So you can write it as ax. So its simplified form is bx square plus b equals ax. This only we need to find. We need to prove that, or we need to show that bx square plus b. After showing that, I got this answer. This answer again I can simplify that, because we already proved that x equals this one. So this answer you check it, this is similar. The term inside the bracket is this only, a plus root over a square minus 4b square by 2b. That is nothing but your x. So I can write it as ax. So the answer is bx square plus b equals ax. Little lengthy question, but nothing difficult. Very simple. Main thing you remember, we need to rationalize. After rationalize, you should get an idea. This is in the form of a plus b the whole square. Then you should know the expansion of a plus b the whole square. Do it correctly. When you take the square root of square means that square root will go. That you should remember. Then denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b means a square minus b square. Same thing. After getting x, you find x square. So that time also we need to do a plus b the whole square. 2 times we are doing. After this, x square we got it. But the question is bx square plus b. So we are multiplying with a b and we are adding. So we got it. Again take the LCM. After getting the final answer, check with the first answer. So we got it the same terms. We can write the answer as ax. Okay. Next question. The value of root 6 plus 2 root 3 plus 2 root 2 plus 2 root 6 2 root 6 minus 1 by root over 5 minus 2 root 6 is. This question, no, after seeing the question, you should get an idea how to split this. So this is 6. 6 is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3. So the numbers all we are taking from here only. We can write this as 6 as 1 plus 2 plus 3. So a plus b the whole square form only this one. Okay, how I'm getting that idea means 6 is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3. So I'm writing a plus b plus c the whole square. It is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. So first term I'm taking the numbers as 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, 1 square means we know that this is nothing but 1. This I can write it as root 2 square. This I can write it as root 3 square. So it means that one number is 1, other number is root 2, other number is root 3. So take A as, you should take A as 1, B as root 2 and C as root 3. We need to check it like that before solving. So if you square, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square is 6, no problem. Second term if you take it as 2 root 3. 2 root 3 means we are taking AC, A and C. Next is 2 root 2, that is AB. Next you have to take it as BC, that is root 2 into root 3, root 6. So I understood that this term, the term inside that you can write as root over 1 plus root 3 plus root 2 the whole square minus this term also. Here 1 by root 5 minus 2 root 6. Root 5, see root 5 root over 5 minus 2 root 6. 5 is nothing but 2 plus 3. Root 6 is nothing but root 3 into root 2. So you just check it as how we can do it. We can just check it as 2a root 6 we can write it as root 3 into root 2. So I am taking the numbers as this number I can write it as root 3 minus root 2 the whole square. Root 3 minus root 2 the whole square. If you check it, this one will be 3 plus 2 minus 2 root 3 into root 2 root 6. So it is 5 minus 2 root 6. That is nothing but this number. So this number, how we simplified, you should get an idea by seeing the numbers what they are given in the question. So I can write the first full term as a plus b plus c the whole square minus 1 by root over 3 minus root 2 the whole square. Next is very simple. Root over square, I told you root will go. So it is 1 plus root 3 plus root 2 minus 1 by, here also this will go 1 by root 3 minus root 2. After that I am going to rationalize. Denominator is root 3 minus root 2. So I am multiplying and dividing with the root 3 plus root 2. So root 3 plus root 2, root 3 plus root 2. We are multiplying and dividing with the term which is there in the denominator with opposite sign. Okay, term in the denominator is root 3 minus root 2. So we need to multiply with root 3 plus root 2 in numerator and denominator. So it will be 1 plus root 3 plus root 2 minus root 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 plus root 3 plus root 2 minus root 3 minus root 2. Minus root 3 plus root 3 cancel. Minus root 2 plus root 2 cancel. So the remaining is 1. Clear? So this question now you should get an idea how to take the number. How to take the number means there should be some relation. I told you now how I did this. Okay. First number 6. 6 is 1 plus 2 plus 3. 2 and 3 I am getting from here only. Then I checked. And remember, if it is 2 into 2 into like that, if it's come, your mind should go for this equation. A square, a plus b plus c the whole square or a plus b the whole square. That form only. And this number how I got? When we are adding, we should get this number. And when we multiply also, we should get. In that form, I tried. So I just taken this number as root 3 and root 2. So root 3 minus root 2 the whole square I did. So it is root 3 square plus root 2 square. It is 3 plus 2. We are getting 5. The next number is 2ab. See the next question. So the previous question we got the answer as 1. Question number 5. If A equals 2 plus root 3 plus root 5, B equals 3 plus root 3 minus root 5. Then A square plus B square minus 4A minus 6B minus 3. It is equal to. So I have written the question again. A square plus B square minus 4A minus 6B minus 3. Here we are doing some adjustment. Adjustment in the sense, so I need to make the terms together. So I have A square, I have 4A, right? So I am just adding plus 4 with that number. A square minus 4A plus 4. We are adding. B square is there, B is there. So with that I am adding the number B square minus 6B plus 9. So I added two numbers here. I added the plus 4 and plus 9. So we cannot add. We need to subtract also. So that's what minus 4 and minus 9. And this 3. Why we need like this? So I can group it. So grouping in the sense, this is in the form of A minus B the whole square. This is in the form of B minus, this also A minus B the whole square. So here I added 4 and 9 because 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So this number I can write it as, this full term I can write as A minus 2 the whole square. This full term I can write as B minus 3 the whole square. Minus this I added minus 16. Clear? After doing this, you have to check it. What is A in the question? A in the question is 2 plus root 3 plus root 5. 2 plus root 3 plus root 5 minus 2 the whole square plus B. 3 plus root 3 minus root 5 minus 3 the whole square minus 16. If you check it, plus 2 minus 2 cancel. Root 3 plus root 5. Plus here also 3 minus 3 cancel. Root 3 minus root 5 the whole square minus 16. Now this is in the form of A plus B the whole square. A square 3, B square 5 plus 2AB 2 root 15 plus 3 square 3 plus 5 minus 2 root 15 minus 16. 3 plus 5 8, 3 plus 5 8, 8 plus 8 16. 16 minus 16 because these two terms get cancelled. So your answer is 0. How we are getting this question also? You should use some trick, because after seeing this your mind should work like I have A square, I have B square, I have A and B. So I need, if you add few number, I can group it. So which number I should add? So you should think in that way. I have 4A. So it is 2AB. So 2 is there, rest one more 2 is there, that's what we are adding plus 4. Here also 2 into 3 is 6, 2 I need in the equation is there, 3 square 9. So that's what 4 and 9 I am adding. So 4 and 9 we need to subtract it. Then this we can write A minus B the whole square. Here also A minus B the whole square. In this case A minus 2 the whole square, B minus 3 the whole square. A they gave it in the question. Added. B they gave it in the question. Just substitute. When we are substituting some terms, 2 minus 2 cancel, 3 minus 3 cancel. So equation became simplified. And again you use A plus B the whole square formula. Same terms cancel. So we get an answer as 0. Okay. You understood the question. So what are the questions we did you check it? This question, this how we are checking this number, and this one also rationalizing, and this one it's not so tough, it's very simple only, very simple rationalization and the simple expansion equation you should remember. That's all. A plus B, A minus B, A plus B the whole square, A minus B the whole square, A plus B plus C the whole square, A plus B into A minus B. These identities you have to remember and how to rationalize the number. Okay, that also you understood, I feel. I hope you enjoyed the class of number system. Subscribe our channel, watch our part 2 videos, press the bell button so you will get the notification for our new videos. Thank you for watching V-Guide TV. Thank you.